Good evening. Happy Saturday. Hope you're all well. I was literally in the gym about 35 minutes ago. No, no, it was just actually it's 7:05 when I come out of the gym. Got back, got changed, and I was on time tonight. So there you go. How crazy is that? I see we've got a few of you in. Got 7 people in at the minute. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good week. And yeah, I hope you've made loads of sales if you're a reseller. If you're not, I hope you just had a good week, whatever you've been doing. I hope you're all well. And I hope all is good in the world. Let's see who's in. So we've got Jade in. Jade was first in. Loving the thumbnail. I know my hair needs cutting badly. But at the minute, no haircuts at the moment. We've got more important things to pay for. Elaine's in. Good evening, Elaine. I hope you're well. I'm good, thank you very much. Sound like Jade. Jade sound like Elaine. We've got Paul in. Chop chop. Good evening, Paul. Hope you're well. Elaine or Jade, he has a good head of hair. I know it's not bad, is it, for my age? It's just too much. It just grows too quick. So yes, I couldn't think of anything else for a thumbnail, so I thought, oh well, my hair's a mess. I might as well just take the mickey out of myself. Good evening, Lynn. Hope you're well. We've got Chris in. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're well, mate. Hope all is good. Saying hello to everybody. Which is good. It's good. Jade saying hello to Lynn. We've got Sir Pete in. Haven't seen Sir Pete for a while. I hope you're coming back on YouTube properly soon. Sir Pete. Can't wait to see your videos and your lives again. It's good to see you, mate. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. Got Jeff in as well. Good evening, Jeff. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Chris saying hello. Paul saying hello. And Lynn is saying hello. We've got 18 of you in now. So thank you very much, guys. If you are in and you haven't got involved in the chat before, come and say hello. As Arnie said, I'll be back. I just called my son in. He came to the gym with me and my wife. And like he got on the treadmill and he was walking about like it was a little pigeon chest. And I said, oh, go on, Arnie. Got on the treadmill. Go on, Arnold. We've got James and Sarah in. Good evening. I hope you guys are well. And I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. We've got Porky in as well. Good evening, Porky. Hope you're well, mate. And I hope you're having loads of sales. So, yeah. Are you doing it, Porkies? Are you going to do live selling on whatnot? And we got Ready Steady Retro in. Good evening. I hope you're good. Very good to see you. So everyone's saying hello to each other. I'm thinking, guys, my first adventure is going to be next week. I'm hoping it's going to be next week. Don't even talk about that end of the shed at the minute. It's a bit of a disaster area. I was looking for a pair of hiking shoes that sold. I bought them when I was up. Actually, lucky enough, I bought them up when I was up with James and I only paid a £5. They went and I had to find them and they were buried literally under everything else. So I pulled everything out and I've climbed. Like I had to sort of, it's a bit like mountain climbing. I've had to climb over everything tonight to get in. But I've got a heater by my feet, so I've got warmth. We're all right. I haven't had dinner yet because, like I say, we went straight to the gym, and then got back. They got their dinners, and I just got changed for you, lovely lot. So everyone's saying hello, which is nice. We've got Gary in as well, and Rich. Good evening, Rich. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. I'm sure I've seen you since. Good evening, Gary. I haven't seen you for a while, but I hope you're well. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. I haven't actually made any New Year's resolutions this year, so I just thought if I do, I won't do them. So I just won't make any, and then I can't fail myself. So we've got Rich in, we've got Gary in. I hope your sales are going well, Gary. I hope you're selling stuff instead of just keep buying. Everyone's saying hello to everyone, which is lovely, lovely jubbly. Yeah, really nice. So is anyone getting involved in doing live sales on whatnot? Porky, are you going to do live sales on whatnot? I've seen Tam and Bell have been doing it, and I see that Chris has been doing it. I think James is going to be doing it, and I'm just deciding whether or not to do it. We've got Ian in as well now. Good evening, Ian. Hope you're good, mate. I'm sure I've spoken to you since Christmas and New Year, but I hope you had a good one anyway. But yeah, I've just come down here quickly. I thought I'd better bring a drink, so I bought a can of Rubicon. Nothing alcoholic. I don't know why I bought a cold drink, to be honest with you, because it's not warm at all. Although, like I say, I've got a heater in front of me, and I've had it on for a half hour before I come down here, so we're all good. We're all good. In Sunlight Jade, I'm good, thanks, Rich. Busy. You know me too well. Yes, I always keep buying. See, I've been listing again, which is good. You know, I have been listing again, and obviously you list and stuff starts selling, which is amazing. I never believed it before, but you know, you list stuff and it actually does kick in. If there is an algorithm, it's actually started because I am getting sales of not of stuff that I'm listing now, although some of it, I mean, like film artwork and stuff like that. I've got a piece here this bit didn't sell for some reason, the other bit did, but this is nice. It's it's massive, but it's a bit of artwork from Armageddon. It's a lovely thing. Look at that big piece of artwork from the film Armageddon. Yeah, I mean, actually today in the post I haven't actually opened it yet, but James has given me his old light box. I've got a smaller one which Jade bought me. Right, it's probably about that big, and then James has given me one. I think it's got to be about that big. It's huge. He's not going to use it anymore. He's going back to how he used to list before, doing his like. I think he's just going to be hanging stuff, flat laying, which is cool. No whatnot. Tried Poshmark, that put me off. Items sell too cheap on auction. Feels like you're giving items away. Yeah, that's. I mean, if I do auctions on eBay, I always start them at the minimum I want to take. Some people do 99p's, but I think it'd stress me out if I've done 99p's and they all went for 99p. It'd stress me. It gets rid of stuff, I understand, and I do it. I'm chucking a load of stuff out this week. But yeah, there's a ton of it, absolute ton of it, and I've got another good piece come back, which I've just reacquired, which I shall be putting on eBay probably tonight, maybe tomorrow. But it's a nice piece, and someone actually bought these from me, and they actually sort of displayed them so they look nice. But I will show you those on a video or something. Trying to scale ready, so trying to smash listings out. Yeah, that's this year. That's what it's all about for me. I'm going to get rid of all the crap, and I just want to start smashing it again, like I was a few years ago. You know, when I got made furloughed, I was absolutely killing it. Obviously, I had all the time in the world and all the excitement about doing it as well. But obviously, you know what's gone on, and life takes a toll, and things get the better of you. But I'm actually getting back into it now, and I'm enjoying listing again, which is cool. Good evening, Vinny. Hope you're good, mate. Certainly smashing the listings. Yeah, they always really do well, like smashing listings and that. So I'm getting back into it. I'm gonna be trying to do at least 5 a day, which would be good if I can do that. And like I say, I've been listing sort of 2 to 5 a day, and stuff started selling. So it's all good. Like I say, the stuff that's selling is stuff that I've had on for a bit longer though. But as long as some stuff is selling, I'm well happy with it. Well happy with it. So Vinny's saying hello to everyone. Yeah, I hope Luca and the wife are okay as well. Stacey's okay. Glad you're enjoying listening again. Yeah, I am. I really am. It's just nice because especially once the sales start coming in, that's what makes it really nice. You know, I sold another. I've had this artwork for years. This artwork, and the other piece, is the better piece. It's a real nice piece, and it's got Michael Bay Productions, and it's actually signed by the artist and all that. That sold this week. That went for, I think, 102. So it was an all right sale. I also put on some. I think I've already said last week that I put on some sketches that I bought for myself. £8.50 into £50. So when you start seeing things like that coming in, it sort of makes you a bit more like determined to get back on it, a bit more excited about doing it again. So it's all good. I'm loving it at the moment, which is good. Still doing the driving. No, not really. I was before Christmas. I'd done quite a bit. They phoned me last week a couple of times and said, "Can you do Friday?" I said, "No, I can't. I've got something booked." And then they phoned me again on Thursday and said, "Are you sure you can't work Friday?" So they're obviously desperate. But, I'm thinking, do I want to go there and do 7 or 8 hours, earn 70 to 80 quid? Or do I want to put a load of listings on and maybe smash that just from sitting in the front room and building my own business? So, in the end, I'm deciding that I don't, I'm hoping I'm not going to have to do the driving anymore. I'm hoping that eBay's going to kick in um, and make me not have to do it anymore. I'd rather work from home. It's not hard. It's not difficult to earn like 80 quid a day, is it really, on eBay? I mean, most people can do that in their sleep. So, if I can sort of earn £100 a day just to start with, then I'm happy with that, and just build it like everyone else that's been doing it, for the past couple of 2, 3 years of building their eBays now. I've had mine going since 2003. So it's got a good established thing. I've got thousands of followers on there. So it's just the film stuff seems to go well, but you've got to have your contacts. And I've just got myself a new contact. So hopefully I'll be starting getting some good stuff from him as well. So yeah, it's all good. It's all moving in the right direction. Hi, Rich. Hope you're a good fella. What's the most expensive single item you've purchased at a car boot? And how much cash do you usually take to car boots? What's the most expensive single item I've purchased at a car boot? That's a difficult one because I don't think excuse me. I don't really tend to buy. I've never really bought a car. I do buy bits of car boats, don't get me wrong, but I've never really filmed it. I've never really paid out a lot of money for something that. No, I probably the most I've ever laid out at a car boot sale is probably, I don't know, a tenner. I don't. I mean, in the future, I'm hoping to have a bigger bankroll, and I will buy bigger and better stuff, and obviously keep my eye out for the gems. But I don't tend to buy expensive stuff. I sort of keep my budget low on what I buy, unless I see something decent that I'm not. Oh, no, hang on, no, tell a lie. 20 quid, 20 quid, and it was a I think it was a VHS Blu-ray player from Huntston Car Boot last year. I paid 20 quid and I got 100 and I think I got 120 for it, or 150, something like that. So 20 quid's really the most expensive I've bought, but I've never seen anything. If I see something I like and I know it, I can get the money on it, I'll pay it. But I say 20 quid really is my max. And how much cash do I usually take to car boots? To be honest with you, I usually just take float, and then because I'm just selling mainly. If I'm going to a car boot, I might take 50 quid because at the moment, like I say, the last few years since I lost my brother, it's been it's cash has been tight. So, and that's down to me. That's not down to anyone else. It's down to me and my mental health. But obviously, when I do start going properly, it's nice to have a couple of 100 quid. I think that's going to be the sort of the money I'm looking at taking is 200 to 300 quid. So hopefully it'll do me well. Good evening, Jenny. I hope you're well. Nice sales back, Rich. Keep up the good work. Thank you, mate. Yeah, no, it's it's just nice to see that you list stuff. It's it's common sense, like I say. It's just common sense. But it is nice once you start enjoying it again. You know, I've had a lot of like dark days and where I haven't wanted to do nothing or I've just done very little, bare minimum. But now it's like I say, I've got it back. I'm I'll never be over losing my brother Steve, but you know, I've sort of accepted it that I've got to get on. I've got to get on, and that's what you got to do. It's acceptance. And now I'll say I'm excited about it again. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the adventures. You know, I'm just excited about everything. I'm back in the gym, which I never thought I'd get my lazy butt back in the gym, but I'm back in the gym, which is also good for my head. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, 2024 is the year of the night's life. Hopefully, we're going to start smashing it. Lynn saying hello. We've got Lee. Good evening, Lee. Hope you're good, mate. Oh, actually, I was talking of you, Lee. I've got a stack of electrics there, and some of them chew tapes up. Some of them don't work, like old VHS players and like units. So I'll have a sort out, and if you're interested in any of it, we'll sort something out. Electrical DVD player, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. It was a DVD VHS combi. It's spanking condition. The people said they'd used it once and never used it, and you could see by the condition of it, it was really nice. And I say I think they wanted. No, actually, I think they wanted 20 because I think I said in the video afterwards I should have tried to get it for 15, but I just paid the 20 because I knew it was worth good money. So, yeah. How's your job going? I think Lee's enjoying his job. Might get a promotion next week. Look at that. He's only been there 5 minutes, getting promoted. Telepathy worked. It's better to have and not to spend it rather than don't have and miss out. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. I mean, you know, obviously, I think we all get the fear of missing out, but at the end of the day, you know, as long as my bills are getting paid, even if I've got 10 or 20 quid spare, you know, that'll do me to just get a couple of bits. I've got so much stuff anyway. So that will do me just for topping a few bits up. But obviously, I want to be in a position where things really pick up on eBay, and then I've got a good bit of money coming in. So I've got a good bit. You know, I'd like a sort of excuse me. I would like to have sort of a £500 cash float. You know, just so that if I want to take a couple of £100 or 300 quid to the boot sale, you know, and yard sales or whatever it is, you know. Then I've got the money for it. So that's what I'm sort of heading for. Is a nice 500 float, and then obviously build on that. Build on that with decent stock, and build on that with building the float up. So if the opportunity arises and something crops up where you get a phone call, especially with the film props, if I get a phone call and someone says, "I've got this, and this, and it's 1,000 quid," I'd love to be able to just say, "Yep, okay, I'm coming to get it right now," because you know film props I know about. So. Yeah, well done. My most expensive item was a £50 Sony RX100 camera and £50 for a Pioneer hi-fi stack. Kept the camera, but made 400 on the hi-fi stack after a few repairs, of course. That's nice. And the RX100 is an amazing camera as well. Really good camera. Good evening, Stu. Hope you're good, mate. I think I've seen you since Christmas and New Year, but if I haven't, I hope you had a good one. Everyone's saying I might be willing to purchase any VHS X rentals off you, Rich. Do you still have some? You mean the cassettes? X rentals. I might some of the big box ones. I might have. I'll have a look through. I'll have a look through and see what I've got. But I did have some. I don't think I've got rid of them because I haven't really listed any VHSs anyway. So I've got some good titles as well. So I was going to have a clear out anyway. So hopefully, what is it? It's Saturday. I nearly said, well, it's only Tuesday. No, it's Saturday today. So next week I'll have a look through and see what I've got. Not really interested in the standard ones. I prefer the big box X rentals. They're not on the store, I don't think. I might have a couple of VHS on there, but I don't think I've got any real big box ones. There might be. Do you know what? Some of the stuff's been listed so long, I don't remember what it is. But I know I did have some, and I think I've got a lot of the VHS next door, so I will have a look this week for you. Definitely. Yeah, send me a message, Richard. I don't usually touch VHS players now, but I'll take them if they're cheap enough. I mean, it's not just VHSs, there's amps. There's plenty of stuff. I think I've got a Yamaha amp as well, massive one. It's just, the only thing that's wrong with it is it's got a foot missing on it. So I'll try and locate a foot. If I can't, then I suppose you could sell it without. I could sell it without a foot, but I don't know. But I've got a stack of stuff there anyway, tuners and stuff. So I'll sort that out for you as well. Yeah. I think most of the VHS I've got to work, but one's a really, really heavy unit, and it's a top loader as well. And the power light comes on, but I don't think it actually. I don't think it does anything else. Most expensive item was a Nike storefront sign for 250. Sold it for 500. Yeah, I mean, my most expensive item I've ever bought to sell. Obviously, I've said it before, not at a car boot sale or anything like that, but I bought a shield off my brother Steve for 600, and I sold it for 3 grand. So 600 quid into 3,000 quid. That's not a bad little, bit of bunts. I was well chuffed with that. So that was a good one. He did look after me, my brother. I looked after him as well, though. Wish I knew that. Last year gave away loads of them to charity. Oh wow. Where's Nan? Is she lurking in here? Don't know. I thought she would be. She did message me earlier and said, "Am I going live?" And I told her I was. So I don't know. Where's Pat? I know. She's naughty, innit? See, she moans at me. If I said I wasn't going live, she'd say, "Why ain't you going live?" And now going live, she's not even here. I've got feet. Send me some pics and we'll work out a price. All right, mate. Cool. So it's a nice Yamaha amp as well, and it works. I made him plug it in when I got it. That's a good thing as well. Now I've got one of them plug-in power pack, like the portable ones that all the stealth campers and that use. So it's got USB-Cs, it's got USBs in it, it's got auxiliaries in it, it's got a single like 240 plug in it as well. So if I see something at the boot sale, I'll have a look. I'll get him to put it to one side, and I'll go and grab me power thing. If he tells me it works and it don't, then no. So that's one good thing I've got for this year for boot sales. I have got the ability to test stuff, and as well, if I'm doing a car boot sale and I'm selling stuff, I can actually show people it working. You know, makes them a bit more inclined to buy stuff. That's a great deal. Good evening, Lisa. Hope you're good. It's too quiet. What without Nan? Her ears will be burning. She'll be here in a minute. Saying hello, which is cool. I haven't seen Max either tonight. I haven't seen Maximus. He hasn't been in, but we've got 34 of you here, so thank you very much to all the ones that are here. Appreciate it. Has anyone made any New Year's resolutions this year? Have you kept them? Have you broke them already? I know when I went down the gym to sign up, they said, "Oh, we've got a load of New Year's resolutions signing up." I said, "No, I haven't made any New Year's resolutions." So I've been a few times now. I haven't been loads, but I've been a few times. I found a thing today. My wife showed me actually. I was on the treadmill, and there's a bit on the screen. It's got a screen on it. So you can watch YouTube, you can listen to radio, you can go on Facebook and all that. And there's a bit that says outdoors. So you press that, and like when you're walking, like I did like a mountain hike one all around these roads around with the mountains in the background, and you can do one where you're walking down the beach and that, and there's other people. Just really good. Like it just so you're not bored walking on a treadmill. You actually got something to look at. So I did that tonight. That was cool. Um, let's have a look. Lisa, having a nightmare trying to get my P60 from my old job. The number won't let you chat to anyone and the email won't work. That is a pain in the backside. Absolute pain. I had nothing but aggro with getting P60s before as well. So I know exactly what you're going through and I feel for you. Do you always give money off an item you're selling at a car boot if someone asks, or does it depend on their manners? If the thing is, with me, I start at a certain price, like everyone does. You start at a certain price of what you want, and then you drop it, drop it, drop it. Now, I sell sunglasses for £1 a pair. Now, they are decent sunglasses. Most of them have got a price tag on of £9.99, anything up to £17.99, I think. So they're different prices, but like the minimum's usually, I mean, usually the decent ones are usually about £9.99. They've got a tag on them, a price, and I'm selling them for £1, and someone comes up like and says, "Will you take 50p?" Like, it's ridiculous. I won't go 50 pence on a pair of sunglasses when they're brand new in the wrapping and they got a price of a tenner on. I'm not doing it. And I get asked that a lot. If it's something that's a tenner and someone says, "Oh, I'll give you £8 or £7," then I will drop money off. I've gone as far as wanting a tenner for something and someone's offered me a five and I go, "Yeah, all right, just take it." Because at the end of the day, the stuff I'm taking there, yes, I want to sell it. Yes, I want to make as much money as I can. But do I want to take it home? No, I don't. I don't want to be taking it home. So, if it's an offer and I think, if even if I get the money back or maybe a little bit less, Jade's done it before when we've been to the boot sales as well together because we do Apps Court Farm together. And Jade's done the same thing. She's paid 15 quid for something and sold it for 10 just to shift it. What's the point in keeping it? If you're taking it to a car boat, it's because you can't sell it on eBay, or you can't be bothered to sell it on eBay. So does manners come into it? Yeah. If someone's picking them up and going 50p and shoving a 50p in my face, then yeah, they're not gonna get Mr. Nice Night. I'm not gonna go mad, but I'm gonna say no, sorry, a pound. If you don't want them, don't have them. But like, I'm not. If I hate it when they do that and they go 50p, 50p, 50p. Yes, yeah, yeah, 50 drives me mad. So it does depend on manners, And if they go, "Oh, that's too much," if they're going, "Oh, that's way too much," you get it cheaper on eBay, or most of the time it's the sellers going, "Oh, on eBay it's worth this much," and it's up to people what they do. But if someone says to me, "Oh, get it cheaper on eBay or get it cheaper somewhere else," get it cheaper somewhere else. Then I'm not dealing with you. It's not so much. It's not so much the price. It's more that I don't deal with idiots or rude people. I don't like rude people. I always say good morning and I hope you pick up some good bits. Hope you have a good day or whatever. There's no need to be rude. No need to be rude at all. I put it up 50p. What's 50p? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Ah, good evening, James. There he is, Mr. JR. Oh, the parcel turned up today, James. I haven't actually opened it yet because I know what it is, and it turned up just before I was going to the gym, a little while before I was going to the gym. So, um, yeah. But thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Everyone's saying good evening to Jamesy boy, as Jade's saying. Let me open my refreshing Rubicon sparkling mango with real fruit juice. James is absolutely killing eBay as well, smashing it. He's always working. Sometimes he'll phone me or video call me at night and he's still working. He's an absolute eBay monster. Smashing it. Everyone's saying that. James, which is nice. Is clothing hard to deal with? Notice people buying or selling, then notice stains or rips. Must be annoying. I've done it at car boots. I've done it at charity shop. I do buy. There was a guy at Apscourt Farm, and I bought 6 t-shirts off of him, and they're obviously not. They're Gildan, so they're a decent quality t-shirt. One's got a Nike tick, and it says, what does it say? Just, just, not just do it, or just might just say, just see it. Then there's a bunch of balloons, obviously because of it, the horror film. And I've got another couple. There's one that's the what was it called? Was it called the Smoky? What was the truck called in Big Trouble in Little China? Was it the Smoky Bacon or something? Streaky Bacon? Is it Streaky Bacon or the Smoky Bacon? I don't know. But I've got like a vest with that on from the film uh Big Trouble in Little China. So I bought, and they was £1 each. I mean, that is a good deal. I'll go for things like that. Or if it's a nice shirt or a nice jumper, a brand name, I'll have a good look over it. The mistake I've made is when I'm in a charity shop, and I know I should be the same when I'm at a car boot, but I usually make sure there's no one around me. But in a charity shop, I'm always making, because there's a few people mooching about, and they're resellers, and like so, I bought a Disney Tigger t-shirt, a Disneyland Tigger t-shirt. I thought, oh, that's worth like 20 quid, 25 quid, and it was literally, it was in a shop that all the scope stuff goes to when they can't sell it in their shops. It goes here, and it's £1 an item. I bought it for £1, and then I got it home and realised that one of the sleeves underneath was ripped right in half. It's down the seam, so it can be repaired, but it was ripped right in half. But that's something else I've got sitting about now, because I've got to get it sewn. I'm sure I said evening to Elaine. Just had a Temu ad interrupt you. How dare it? Temu. Do you know what? I bought a couple of bits off of Temu a couple of weeks back just to try it out. I've never bought anything off it in my life. One thing was a jacket. Now it's probably all right as a wind cheater, like just to keep the wind off you. It's got a lining in it. It was £2.97. I mean, how can they make things like jackets for £2.97? For me, it'd be ideal going up the mountains if it's raining. £2.97, and I bought it's a clock in the shape of a G, and it all lights up and does different light things and flashes. And it's got a wireless charger on the bit of the G that goes round, and obviously Bluetooth, so you can play music and that for it. And that was about £8 or something, £8 something. It was mental how cheap it is. I've seen some really good stuff that I'm interested in. I might do a Temu haul one day, because there's loads of things that I'd just like to see how good they are, stuff for camping and that. But I do apologise for them interrupting you. Mad Maz clothing's okay. Making good clothing contact's probably the hardest part of selling. We have 1,700 items of clothes listed. Blimey. I think I've got about 113, 114 items in total on eBay. I've never gone up to like 1,000 items even. I don't think, I probably haven't even had 500 items on ever. I know James, he's about a 60 item store at the minute, and he's absolutely killing it. As soon as he lists something, list 10 things, sell 10 things, list 10 things, and it's nice. It keeps it nice. It keeps it neat. Add an ad as well. I do apologise, Elaine. It's really difficult because with this thing, when you monetize it, I've never known it until like the last month or so. People have been mentioning about an ad. You monetize it, and what it does is it gets monetized on the views after it's finished. So I don't actually understand it. I don't understand it. I'll have to have a look into it, but I really don't get it. We had an advert as well. You're lucky, you lot. I haven't had an advert. Rich, people saying ads interrupting you. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it shouldn't be. Put an ad blocker on it. I think I'll just have to not monetize it until after the live's finished, because it just seems weird. I say it never ever did it all the time I've been doing this. I think I've been doing the Saturday Night Live. It must be sort of 2.5 years now. I've never had it until recently. Evening, sex people. Nice to see many of you out of rehab and joining Jim Bunny Rich this evening. I can tell you've been hitting bars, Rich. Yeah, not that sort of bars. I'm saying that, Sean. Was buying from a lovely nan and granddaughter, 2021. Great prices, didn't haggle. Others were being rude and offering 50p, etc. She ended up offering me the lot for 80 quid. My best haul ever. Yeah, made 600 plus quid. That's nice. Yeah, it is good to get contacts. You know, like I say, my best sourcing time was during the first like lockdown and furlough, like it was for a lot of people. You know, that's when I first started reselling a bit of everything. You know, and I did. I made a good contact. I've got a guy that I still see him now at Ford. He's there all the time, so I still see him. And I always say to him, if you get any decent bits, just bring them down, keep them in the back of the truck, and I'll have a look. So I've still got him, which is good. Google want everyone to buy premium. Yes, it's crazy. Add an advert. Ian's had an advert. People watching can use ad blocker. I don't get adverts with it. That's good. That's good. Please, plus stuff I kept for myself and friends. Yeah, I mean, years and years ago, you used to get loads of people selling the old Snidey jeans and jackets, like Caterpillar jackets and stuff. Everyone was doing it in the 90s. Caterpillar jackets, Armani jeans, Dolce and Gabbana's, like everything, like trucks and trucks of it. It's mental. Where's ad blocker, Lisa? I think it's probably on your, actually on your page thing. I don't know how you're watching it. Oh look, here's my mum. Better late than never, mum. I hope you're all right. We was all getting worried. There was a lot of people worried, mum, that you weren't here. We got Belle in as well. Good evening, Belle. Hope you're good. Just Google it and download it. There you go. I'll have a look into it because, like, what I might have to do is just not monetize anything until the live ends. I always do it before because, like I say, it didn't used to interrupt the live, so I don't know what YouTube have changed. I don't even know if they're still doing my AdSense properly because I haven't had anything in a long time. I know I haven't really earned much. Some months 2 to 3 quid. It's going to take a long time at that rate. But I think hope if I don't get paid out next month, I'll have to contact them. It's a bit crazy. Everyone's saying hello. There she is. Hi, Nan. Was your ears burning? Told you her ears would be burning. No advert here so far, but it's not worth complaining. Just think of it as a brief relief from night's life. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. Which is mum. Everyone's saying hello, which is nice. Yeah, everyone's saying hello, so I'll let you lot crack on. So yeah, hoping for. I know I said it before. I've got events coming up soon, but I'm hoping to do one. Maybe during the week I'll do one because I'll just do like an overnighter somewhere in the car because during the week it don't really matter. Weekends are just busy as hell at the minute. But yeah, I might try and just do a car camp on the other channel. So yeah, try and work on that one as well. Everyone saying hello. Hi, Belle. Just started watching your vid. Then Rich went live. So laters. Thank you very much. Sean saying, hi, Pat. People were asking what happened, but I knew you were safe in the pub or passed out from sherry again. That's one thing. I'd understand it if she drank. She don't drink. Don't drink. And everyone's saying hello. Lee. So yeah, anyone? Sean, have you actually made any New Year's resolutions and broken them yet? Oh, my mum's in bed not well. That's not good. And she still comes on the live, eh? They just got a new car, not a brand new car, but just got a new car for them this week. So that's good. Maxie boy, where are you? He's probably down the stables. He's got a blooming horse now, hasn't he? He has to go down to, and then he does like mad sessions at work at 7 o'clock at night doing bungee sessions. That's one thing I'm going to do when I go down to him. I'm going to get in that gym place that they've got and try one of them bungee sessions. It looks mental. I have to video it. It'd be funny as hell. Started watching your new video, Bill, but then got notified of Rich Live. £2 a bag is an amazing sale. Oh, nice. I shall watch that later. Don't do car cam. It's not that far from sitting in a car park filming yourself to getting arrested in a car park filming yourself. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll be right. I'll be right. Get better soon, definitely. No props, James. So yeah, it was amazing. Town got loads. You get such good stuff up there. James gets such good prices of stuff up there. Down here, it's just ridiculous. I hardly get anything from even my favourite little charity shop now. I hardly get anything. You feel better soon. What do you really hate selling but end up with if the price is right? God. DVDs. DVDs. I used to buy bags of them in the first lockdown, and now I've got probably 2,000 or 3,000 of them, and they're not worth anything. What do you really hate selling? That's my dogs just being let out for a wee. Barking like mad. Yeah, it was DVDs. Like, I just hate them now. I just absolutely hate them. When I first started selling them in lockdown and that, you're getting a whole bag full for £5, and I think, yeah, okay, that's worth £5. But now I'm just stuck with them, and it drives me nuts. Hey, hello, mate.
Have you seen? It's 2024, and I'm aware that people like to identify as different things. So if you remove Bell's message, you'll see my name, and I'm getting with the modern times with the hit kids.
Oh, hang on, let's have a look. He, him, it, dip, dog.
Yeah, but I wonder what the
it, dip, dog.
Bringing back the classics. Bringing back the classics.
The old classics are the best.
How are we doing? See what my wife got me? That's my wife got me that for Christmas. My cup.
The boss. Are you sure she didn't get it for herself and you just nicked it?
No, she knows who's the boss in this relationship.
Yeah, that's good then.
She's the management. She's the financially successful one in life. Yeah. But I manage the ship in the house.
Yeah, look, there's the leg end, Lee's saying.
That's why we're always sinking in the house. So I've got this one cleaning up. You cleaning up holes? Yeah, get it done. Come on.
Come on. Crack the whip.
It won't clean itself. Come on.
Is she cleaning the stuff for eBay?
Just clean the house. Do it yourself.
Good girl. Good girl.
Don't forget, you got to clean inside the oven after. All right.
Sean's saying, is James wearing makeup? Pretty certain that's blusher.
Can you get up in that fire? Because that needs cleaning out as well.
Up in the chimney.
Yeah, get that done. Ridiculous.
Stu identifies as a family of 4, at least according to a pizza I ate earlier. Nice. Hey! Hello there, beautiful people, and James.
Oh, hey, I like that. I like that. That's a royal family quote, that. I'll take that.
Is it? Oh, obviously, I wouldn't have known that. Hi, Tam. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, so
yeah, I identify as it dip dog shit.
It dip dog shit. That's nice.
Him, yeah, it dip dog poo.
Hip dip doggy do. You all right though?
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, look, there he is. Look at him, little schmeckle. Little schmeckle.
Little schmeckle. He schmeckle like go low.
What are you doing today then? Have you done your listings for the day?
No listings today. Family day today. We went and we went to go to the dentist. Now, this I laughed and I stopped for a second because the last time I went to the dentist
Yeah.
was 6 years ago.
Do you know what? It's probably about the same for me.
And then he you know, got professionally cleaned and all that, so nice and clean.
Oh,
And then he
nice.
went, yeah, everything's fine. I was like, I'll see you in another 6 years.
Did they get the old hammer and bolster out to get all the plaque off your teeth?
We're not down south, mate. We've got modern technology up here.
Oh, have you got more? Oh, have you? Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, Holly Bobs.
You right, Holes?
Yeah.
Can you go and tell Richard what you just watched?
No idea.
You watched the
The
Witches. Just watched
Oh,
the
the
Witches
Witches.
the first time.
That's a good one. That is. I've been. Do you know what? Well, I've watched like explorers and people going to different places. I watched a couple, and they went to stay in the hotel that the Witches were filmed at.
Yeah, they're good. They are the couple. They're good. They are.
Yeah,
That's where Mummy lives.
It's Norfolk. It's on
yeah. Is
the
it?
coast.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
North?
Cornwall. It's in Cornwall. That's where it all is.
Oh, yeah,
It's right where Cornwall is, right on the far corner.
yeah,
You know, like almost like you're going to Durdle Door. That's where
yeah.
that's filmed on that coastline.
That's another place I want to go to. Actually,
Whoa, you need to
Durdledore.
stop
I've
my ear.
never ever been to Durdledore, but I saw a photo of it the other day. It looks amazing.
Family, Caroline's dad and mum, they all live down on that coast. So we're gonna, I'm gonna take Holly now. She's seen that. We're gonna go to the hotel, have the afternoon tea, and go in the house there. Might see Ron Atkinson there.
Yeah, you might see some rats.
Rat boys.
Some mice.
And then
Might see a witch.
yes, so we've been doing that. Went to go get our teeth done and just chilled out family day. But I've been painting and decorating all week.
The spectator.
And then I think, hopefully going well, either this up and coming week or the week after, it'll be all contracts signed and discussing a moving date.
Nice move. Oh wow, that'll be good.
I'll be sad. I'll miss this property because it's just a monster. But you know, jobs are good.
Yeah, but is that not the first property that you two have had, like that you've actually bought?
We bought this when Holly was a baby. We've owned this, but it's
Yeah.
the first one that we're going to buy as a married couple. I'd say this is our first investment. You know, the thing is, it's 6-bed houses. It's just too much for me. Well, the fact that we've all got a toilet each and 2 bedrooms each, it's a bit overkill.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I said,
Greedy.
asking, when's my next video? I'm slacking. I'll be
Yeah, I just see that.
Unlike most resellers, like I don't want to tell people what to do. Like that's why if you ever see my banner on my YouTube channel, it just says I'm vlogging my reselling journey.
Yeah.
I just want to just do boot sales. I just find I haven't got a lot of time to do editing after all the school runs, and I don't work full time as an eBay. Well, it's my full time income, but when I look at the hours realistically, I'm probably doing part time hours to earn my way. So I really, really love the boot sales. Love recording myself. So when the boot sales are back on, but the good news is Bolton Boot Sale have said the end of this month in January that they're back on. So my first video will probably be first week of February, second week of February.
Nice.
But it might be a bit intermittent just to start off with. But once you get February out the way, then March, most things start opening up. So
yeah.
And then when it's free boot sales a week, all going well, touch wood, 3 videos a week, and that's my plan.
That'd be good.
I won't be like a TV show where you can guarantee it, but I'd rather do it that way and then film it. Maybe I'll have 1 week difference because then I can get to the point whereabouts you might see a couple of sales, or you know, might do what Ricky's done, do a second channel, just do the sales.
Yeah, because I saw that he's doing that. Ricky resold, isn't it? Or Ricky resold. Yeah,
it's a really good idea, but but then I don't want to overdo social media. The whole point of it is it's a bit of fun, and I look at it that I'm going to the boot sale regardless, even if I got paid £10 for the entire year.
Yeah,
I like editing videos. I enjoy that as because I do it on my phone. It's not like as if I'm doing it on a computer and I'm taking my time. I basically chuck all my files on, quickly edit them, and make a video. So
I enjoy editing. I just haven't done a video in God knows how long.
So I'd say early February. I think as long as weather permitted and Bolton runs, I'd say
Mm.
first week of February, I'll probably get the first one out,
Yeah.
and then hopefully Bolton's consistent, and then I can get some regular content out. But as I've just said there, if next week the contract's exchanged,
Yeah, then you're going to
I've
be
brand
moving
new
soon
property
anyway.
leads at like renovation.com. So
Yeah.
you know, this year's crazy. You know, I've got a house move potentially happening. Oh, see, got a thumbs up.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. E.
There you go. See, I
Don't
can't do
forget
it.
to hit the like button.
Yeah.
Hit the like. Hit the smash that thumbs up.
Matt's just saying, did you see Boldfire's video about struggling with reselling and how crucial this year is ahead is? Really good to see other side of reselling and how difficult it can be. And that's why I'm totally straight in my videos. And like I say, you know, and my crap last 2 to 3 years is my own fault. I say it's my own fault. It is my own fault because I should have pulled my head out my backside. But some people struggle with things more than, you know, longer than other people. No sort of time limit on it. So, but yeah, I did see it, and you know, and I mean, James is always out there, and he's always on it. He's always buying and that. So it does show the reality of it's not an easy thing to do.
No,
It's not. It's not.
I would say,
it's not easy.
I'd say to anyone, you know, you're better off. The reselling right now, in this era, is probably one of the best side hustles you can do. But I would never recommend relying on it unless you truly have a reason to do it. And if you have a reason to do it, i.e., give an example like my situation, you've got family. You need to do the runs for your kids. You have no other family members or no one else that you rely on, which we don't, you know. And you solely look, you know, I use children as an example, which obviously will appeal to a good 30% of the UK. I would say if you have children, you have responsibilities, there's not many jobs you can do within that very little time limit if you have to drop your child off and pick them up.
Yeah.
I would say reselling as a job is a fantastic way of earning a decent, almost a full-time wage in very little hours. The caveat to that is clearly you need to know what you're buying and what you're selling. And as long as you can build product knowledge and understand stuff. But that's why I think I've always been excited by being an everything seller. Now, I don't sell kitchen sinks and I don't sell cars, so everything's obviously a bit fancy, but I would say, but I wouldn't say everything is the right terminology for what I do. I would say I buy different categories and I don't niche down into just clothing. So because I buy clothing, because I buy footwear, because I buy electronic stuff or toys or video games.
So you buy stuff, sell stuff, flip stuff for a profit. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it real? Is it fake?
Real? Is it fake? Well, I think the point I'm trying to say there is do it for the right reasons and have it done. Now, if I didn't have children and I was with Carolyn, and I could have a full-time job and I was thinking of going into reselling, I think I probably prefer reselling as a side hustle.
Yeah.
It's just right now it is me and Carolyn. We can't send Holly back. Can't do an Amazon return and go, oh, you know what?
No, it's longer than it's over 90 days, isn't it?
Change your mind here. And I think with cost of living and I think with the difficulty and the pressure that puts on, I would say that having a secure income in a job, like whatever it be, an office job or anything, I think there is a lot of benefits. You have a pension paid for. If you're sick, you're going to get paid. You've got security. You've got regular payments. Financially, you have to have 2 years worth of books to be able to get a mortgage or to be able to kind of get on there. So, you know, for us to be moving, you know, I'm grateful that I've done 2 full years. I've had my books running for 4 years. Even when I was doing it part-time as a hustle, I paid for my and that's another thing as well. It has financial impacts as well, where this is the joke of it. You could go and get a job working, say, Tesco's, and within a month you can get accepted on a mortgage. Where as someone who works for themselves, whether you're decorator, reseller, whatever you want to be, you got off 2 years of your books.
Yeah.
So that's there's a lot of things, and it depends on where you want to be in life.
Yeah,
And
and it also depends whether you can do it and stick to it as well.
it for everyone.
A lot of times over the years since I've been doing it, people say, "Oh, when's the right time to go full time?" And it's not no one can tell you when the right time is. Everyone's right time is different. There might not be a right time. The right time might not ever come. You've got to make sure.
But I suppose reselling in that question probably comes in the same category as having a child.
Yeah.
When someone goes, "Oh, when's the right time to have a child?" It's wherever it is with you in your life. But I would strongly say to anyone who's ever considering doing it as a job, try and find another alternative before doing it. And if that's the only option, then put your heart and your soul into it, and I'm sure you'll be successful.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to look back now because my mental health, there's a lot of other bigger reasons why I do reselling.
Yeah.
And my mental health is my biggest focus.
Yeah.
I would say if
I remember when you were stuck in that office, you hated it.
Yeah,
you hated it. Even working from home, doing the same job, like it, you had to be on the phone. You had to take them calls, and I know you hated it. You absolutely hated it. You have changed so much since you've been doing this, like in a good way. Is that Holly Bobs? Hello, Holly Bobs. Holly Bobs.
But yeah, it's a difficult one because the thing is, you can't answer questions for other people's life and circumstances. If I didn't have Carolyn as like my support role, and if she didn't back me in doing reselling, then I couldn't be a reseller.
Yeah.
Because what do you do the days when you don't get paid? What do you do the months when you don't hit the targets? What do you do?
Nat always tells me I should go and get a full-time job. But like, she's just concerned for me, really, being stuck indoors and plodding about and doing this, that, and the other. But and
hopefully that little thing I've sent through the post for you, that'll be
that'll help.
That'll be a massive obstacle taken for you now. You can't say have a listing area because that's not now answered. You can never say that to anyone, and now that means that you can go to your shed, get your stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Like tomorrow, this week I'm going to be. A load of this is getting dumped, and I've got a spot there for the little one that Jade gave me, gave me for I think it was birthday or Christmas. She gave me the small one for little bits and pieces, which is amazing. It's got a light in it, it's got all the different coloured backgrounds and that. And then I'll just have the big one next to it. So, like, I've got a unit there, and they will
have the big one inside, mate. That's not for your shed because the amount of wet days I call you and go, I can't make it to the shed today.
That's true. That's true.
It. I've Jade set up in the shed. That's fine. Rock and roll if you're in a shed. But the whole point of that is that when you're pug sitting, when you're doing anything that involves you being inside that living room, you can set that up on your dining table, your living room, and all you need to do is physically get them bits, pick them up, and take photos. Yeah. It'll just get rid of that massive mental obstacle.
Oh yeah,
no physical reason why you can't take them pictures. 100%. And then if you can't take the pictures, then we need to both just go. You know what? It is what it is. Go and get a job.
Yeah,
at least you tried. But there is a point. Let's say, for instance, let's say cost of living kept rising, and then boot sales weren't giving me enough money. I would then have to get a full-time job and do reselling. You just have to make sure the most important thing is that your bills are paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you've got to do something that you don't enjoy to pay them bills, but we're all got to keep the roof over our head. Especially if you've got a mortgage, then it's kind of it's the heat is on at the end of the day. It's not like you can ring the landlord and say, I'm struggling this month. Do you mind if I miss a month? The bank ain't that forgiving.
No, they don't say it's all right this month. We let you off this month. Just as long as you're all right next month, just give us a call next month. And if it's a bit tight next month, we'll let you off that one as well. But then after that, you've got to pay. Like, no, I don't think so. Tam could never work for someone again. I'm not surprised. Do whatever makes you happy, Rich. Focus on that and you smash it. And that's exactly my focus is back now. I have been listing and I've been getting sales, and that's what it's all about. I've got the excitement back for it. And now this year, 2024, It's all about smashing it for everybody. I'd been selling on eBay since '94 part-time, but always had that security of a full-time job that I was planning to leave as it happened. Good job I didn't. Yeah, good. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, very good job you didn't. Very good job with the situation, okay?
Do you think more people are reselling now due to seeing resellers on YouTube? It
No,
looks fun and a buzz. I
no.
think a lot of people might have got into it like that a
No,
couple of years back. But
no, I don't think more people are reselling due to that. No, I think more people are getting wise to
a side hustle.
yeah, and I think a lot of people in our generation we're finding things hard or we're looking at stuff and paths are crossing. I think
Yeah.
YouTubers and that help because it gives you direction.
Yeah.
But look, the issue is that the hardest part is that we're in a reselling bubble. So all we ever see on a regular basis is reselling because we're all linked to it one way or another. Now, if me and you, all of a sudden, you know, I'm an Arsenal fan and say you know, I know you couldn't give an absolute monkeys about football, but let's just say hypothetically, you're an Arsenal fan. Just say you're an Arsenal fan, and me and you run a podcast and we do an Arsenal YouTube channel. Now, I know right now there is more people compared to 10 years ago doing football channels about their football teams.
Yeah.
And therefore they're making a reasonable income. So then you would go, oh, is there more people doing YouTube channels because of YouTube? You know, more people doing reselling because of YouTube channels. Fine, I'm going to leave it off the house. More people doing reselling channels because of that. I think when you're in a community, you're always going to see more people doing stuff. But I think with reselling, I think there's always been a massive amount of people doing it. Yeah. But I don't think there was communities, and I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
I think there's always been people hustling, bustling. There's always been house clearance people selling. I just think now, because of social media, because of TikTok, everyone's jobs all of a sudden is able to be found on a platform. I think there's way more resellers on TikTok than there is on YouTube as well. I think
TikTok's going mad with it.
So much reselling on there. And
I've not even looked at TikTok, to be honest.
Well, if you think probably the biggest car boot videos that we get in the UK are probably on average around about 10 to 20k views. There's people on TikTok have had reselling videos of boot sales and pickups of millions of views. So it's just crazy.
That's mental. Trying to give it up just as quick. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, you know, some people obviously see the videos and think, oh yeah, it looks cool, that looks easy, it looks fun, but like, just can't maintain it.
I think I think the hardest part that a lot of people that go full time or rely on it is that as soon as you say, for instance, your bills are $1,500, it's not far to say most people's bills are a cost of living are about $1,500 to $2,000 for the bills. You've got mortgage, you've got your gas and your electric, you've got your council tax, you've got your TV license, you've got your water rates, your mobile phone, and then whatever TV package you've got.
Yeah. I
would say when most people's turnover, now say their 90-day total is 10k, let's say, which then what's that, 3,300, 3,400 turnover per month. Okay. When half of your turnover is taken towards bills, and then you've got to generate that other cash then to keep making money going.
As
soon as you have when you're doing it part-time, you're not taking from the business, you're just folding money. You're not taking as big. As soon as you start taking them big chunks out for the bills, you realize that the reselling business and how you run a business is completely different from part full-time.
Exactly.
Because it's almost like I used an analogy to you the other day, didn't I, Richard? I said it's like you're in a boat with holes in it. And you've got to chuck a bucket out, but regardless, each month there's holes coming in regardless. So you've got to stay on top of it. And I think if you look at James Baldfine's videos, he had a £60,000 turnover over the year. So let's just break that down. That's £15,000 as a 90-day total. 50. Was it 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? So it's about £4,500 to 5k turnover that he's getting per month. But if you outgoings are anywhere between 2 to 2.5, then he's only left with, obviously he's got to then pay tax off, pay postage costs off that, pay if he's got storage or a locker or pay all that off.
Packing stuff.
He's only left with a very small amount after he's also got to keep rebuying the stock. He's only going to be left with between 200 to about £700, give or take, of what his margins are. And I think it's that sometimes people go, wow, you've turned over this amount of money.
Yeah, they don't see the rest of it.
There's a lot that goes on, and everyone's finances are different. If I live with my mum and dad, I wouldn't have a mortgage, I wouldn't have all that to pay. If there's a lot of resellers that live with parents, that live with families. There's a lot of resellers that don't have mortgages. There's everyone's finances are completely different.
Loads of resellers that don't have kids.
Loads. If you don't have kids, that's a massive drain of money. No offense, Holes, but it's the truth.
Yeah, Holes, get out. Go and get a job. Would James ever employ Would you ever employ someone to help you, like John Luke has, or rummage around?
So, I don't mean this in any funny way, but I'd be very interested to see if a lot of these people have EL liability. It's called employment liability. So you've heard of public liability. It's what happens if anything goes wrong in a business. Now, it is a legal requirement. Anyone who isn't a family member that you're employed to have employment liability within the UK. It's a legal requirement on business liability. The cost of paying that per year with a proper insurance company, say Allianz as an example, say for instance you're paying for that, because of the variation of what the products are and what they're doing and the potential issues that could come with cleaning, especially if you're doing electrical goods. If you're doing clothing, it might be quite cheap. But if you're doing electrics, there could be, imagine what could go wrong with your staff. Dodgy old electric stuff, powering it on, what could go wrong?
And you need all the tools, the circuit testers and the solder.
So say for instance that policy itself, I used to sell that as a business insurance policy. That would be a couple of grand. So say for instance it's £1,200. It's £100 extra per month for that policy, for that employment liability policy. It's a legal requirement, by the way, and if not, if you do not pay it, the government can backdate it all the way from when you did it. So say for instance, you went, it's amazing. I love this. So if you don't pay it and they find out that you've not been paying it and they know when you started paying it, they can backdate it and charge you. And they'll not just charge you the normal rate, they'll whack fines on top of it and penalties. So for me, I would never want to go down the rule of being responsible for someone else. I wouldn't want to have to pay for insurance on top of that. And it's the same reason if you sell on Amazon, they recommend that you get what you call public liability as well. So for me, I'm not a big fan of being responsible for someone else and having that pressure. Yes, you could earn extra money. Yes, the processes, but that's just my personal opinion. And it's a bit like if you've been a police officer, you probably don't like certain scenarios and you probably avoid certain things because you've seen things happen. Because I've seen claims happen in businesses so much for injuries or things that have gone wrong. For me personally, I would never have anyone employed for me. And I know there's a lot of resellers that are VAT registered as well for the tax. Now, don't get me wrong. If the threshold became £40,000 or £50,000 a year, then yes, I probably will need to go VAT registered. But I'm quite happy 50, 60k a year turnover with my profit margins because I'm cheap as chips. Rohan Rawlinson, yes, love that. James Rohan, well done, Santa. For me, I like where I am. I've got an amazing wife who is a teacher, who is honestly so supportive and basically covers us for pretty much 100% of the bills. And what I earn is the additional part. That's the difference of us going on holiday, for us going out for meals, clothing. All the luxuries come from my eBay. So if I'm getting 50 to 60k turnover, that's an additional 20 to 35,000 pounds a year after tax and fees. That's plenty enough, and I can constantly do that at the moment. I'm 2 years into full time, and we've not gone a point whereabouts we've missed a bill or we've struggled or anything like that's happened. There's sometimes whereabouts I'm looking at stuff and I'm going, oh, boot sales are going to close now. It's going to get a bit tight.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. But there are other options and there's way to do stuff. But you know,
and that's where your contacts. That's where your contacts come into it.
But look at my financial situation. I'm selling my house and I'm moving to another house. So my book, my effort, all my hard work has allowed us to then mortgage and move to another property.
Yeah.
Where, you know, it wasn't so long when we looked to remortgage or do something, and then my mortgage company didn't want out to do with me because I wasn't earning enough money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's you know, I'm really proud to say that my books are not only just squeaky clean, but they're also happy for me to get a mortgage and do stuff like that.
Which shows you're doing well.
Well, it's a proud achievement to say that something started from nothing, has been checked with the bank, and they're happy to for us to have a mortgage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, hard work is paying off. But yeah, I'll be buzzing once we move though. I'll be over the moon.
Yeah, because like at the minute you're not settled, are you? Like you're in a chain, like everything's going through, but like you're still waiting. Once it goes through and you've moved, it'll be lovely.
Ready to get cracking on, yeah. Start growing the business.
Build your new eBay bit and all that.
Definitely.
Crack on with that. Heading off, guys. We're watching the new Reach. I haven't seen. The only one I haven't seen is the one that came out yesterday. I've got to catch up on Reacher. I've watched the previous 5 on season 2.
I've watched all 6.
It.
I've not watched episode 7 yet, and I've not caught up.
Have you watched 6? This week's one?
No, we had this conversation the other day.
Yeah, no, because I thought it was Friday. It wasn't. It was Thursday.
I've watched the one where the bald guy.
That was 5.
Oh well, I've seen 5 then. I haven't seen 6.
Yeah, so 6 came out yesterday, I think. So I've still got to watch that. So, but yeah,
I didn't say any names. I didn't spoil anything for anyone. I just said shot.
No, exactly.
Everyone gets shot.
Everyone gets shot in that.
Everyone gets shot every week. It's a weekly thing. Reach has been shot times this season already.
I have.
She's been shot. He's been shot.
Yeah, we've been shot. Hats off to both fines. Hope more resellers start making honest and truthful videos of how tough it actually is. Yeah, and I've always done that. Like, I just show it as it is. I don't sugarcoat it.
It's difficult though. I get what you're saying. You hope more resellers do that, but a lot of resellers sometimes they're a bit like Ant and Dec as an example. I use them as an analogy. It's like it's a character. Some people are playing a character and they're showing highlights because that's what it is. It's very difficult for people to be that honest sometimes because that's quite personal. It's nice if more people do it, but I think you just need to be aware of it. But I think if you're a reseller and you're paying your books, you're paying your taxes, and you're doing it, I think everyone's aware that you've got scammers. Not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. And I think if you list 5 a day every single day upwards, I think within 3 to 6 months of doing 5 items every single day, I'm not talking selling stamps, I'm talking about listing 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
You'll soon notice how eBay works. And as long as you don't overspend and as long as you can put money aside and as long as you're good, you'll see that, it's all good going, I sold this £100 item, I sold this, I sold that.
Yeah.
But what I don't see, no matter how honest resellers have been, I never see anyone going, oh, by the way, I'm going to do my monthly video of my returns this month. So this is how many returns I've had, and this is how many things this month. This is my weekly return. It's my monthly return video. You never see it.
All the returns and refunds that I've had to do this month.
It's always what's sold.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Hey, here's the thumbs up again. Whee. Yeah. And then it's always obviously the pickups. Now, I think the issue is that, and as a content creator myself doing the videos, I personally don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about the negatives as a business because it exists. Yeah. And I think if you don't know it exists, then you're not ready to be a full-time reseller. No. And I don't want to bring any negative energy in my content. My whole point of my content now is about going to the boot sales, being a bit of a cheeky chappy, and picking up a lightsaber. I've always got to find that lightsaber.
Yeah, always
find a lightsaber. I'm gonna go and raid Smith's Toys and go and buy one.
Good evening, Phil. Phil's at the Hitchin meetup. I forgot that was
Oh, nice one.
Is it essential having a big packing area with space? I mean, James had loads of space for his packing, so like some of the stuff that you used to send, like the tables and the big bits, the bulky bits. I mean, you had plenty of room. It depends what you're selling. If you're just selling t-shirts, you don't need a big space to send stuff off. If you're selling jewelry, you don't need a big space. It depends on your business model. You know, if you've got a business model and you're selling vintage furniture, then obviously you need a big packing area. I don't really, I, d- I don't sell big stuff anymore. The biggest things I used to sell was like, film prop shield.
The answer to your question is, you just answered it, is depends on how big your items are. But Richard packages pretty much 99% of his stuff in his living room.
Yeah,
And I've
true.
never once, in all the years of calling you and speaking to you on a regular basis, ever heard you go, there's not enough room for me to package this item. And
No.
I've seen you post spears from movie props that are about as tall as you and I. And I've seen you post flags from Vikings.
Yeah.
Then you post the biggest things in the world and the smallest things. But yeah, I think the most it's like a Christmas present.
Yeah.
I think you want to have a good carpet space, clear, and
Yeah.
make sure the most important thing isn't. I don't think the most important thing is space. I think is knowing where everything is. Your bubble wrap, your tape, your labels, and everything you need. Because you could do it stood up in your hand.
Yeah. I mean,
more
I just make the best of what I've got. That's all you can do, is just make the best of what you got.
Exactly, and you've only got what you've got at the end of the day. If you're in a flat, if you're in a bed set, then you know it is what it is. But if you've got
and Lee's right there, having the space and organised areas makes the job more efficient. 100%.
That's literally what I'm trying to say. The more, as long as you know where everything
Good evening, Nick. Hope you're having a good time.
So much more easier, because no one wants to start packaging something and then the tape's over there, the scissors are on top of the roof, the postage labels downstairs. Just keep it all together, keep it all nice and simple. I know it's easier said than done.
I've got all my tape and scissors in a drawer now in the living room.
There you go.
Can't see it there, so it's fine. Oh, Davey, turn those lights on. Is Nick going to go live, Phil? I forgot it was that today. I saw Pete saying he was going to go up there. I had over £250 returns recently, all at once, and one item was a 150 quid jacket that didn't fit. And that's the downside to it. People don't see that. Like, like I say, and like James just said, you don't make a video saying, well, this is all my returns this week and all the refunds I've had to give out. No one wants to see it.
You name me a reseller. You name me a reseller, because obviously I know we're highlighting James Fine's honesty, but you give me a reseller who's always, every single month without fail, talks about all the returns, talks about the scams, talks about the mishaps, this, that, and the other. The issue is that I don't think anyone can be that 100% transparent, and it 100% exists. Reason, as I said, the reason why I personally don't do them videos is I try and keep my videos high energy and positive. I want to create positive videos and feel good factor. And I can easily, because of my ADHD, if I start thinking depressive and negative thoughts, I can go in a quick spiral. So if I'm going around making moaning videos, because I've got that guy with that guitar, for instance, who's tried to scam me, who, it's arrived and it's not tuned properly. Well, tune it, plonker. But I'm not a fan of them videos. I don't think that just doesn't suit me, and I would rather have it. But even the boot sales, they're high energy, but they're not scripted, so it's real.
Yeah, exactly.
I love a real video. I love.
Well, that's it. Like, people can tell if you're natural or if you're not. And
you can't fake a boot sale.
Tommy's saying, blame America for the fraudulent YouTubers faking it, or blame the viewer for being dumb enough to believe them, which is worse. Well,
what does that say?
Blame America for the fraudulent YouTubers, Tommy's saying, for faking it, or blame the viewers for being dumb enough to believe them, which is worse.
Exactly.
See? It is.
Well, what is it? Obi-Wan Kenobi says. Obi-Wan Kenobi says. He says. am I a fool? Is it the fool or is it the fool that follows him or something like that?
Oh, there you go.
So basically, what I'm saying is it the YouTuber or
Yeah,
is
or
it
isn't it the people watching them? Yeah.
I agree.
Dave's saying the last time he played with a lightsaber, it was because he'd found some glow in the dark condoms.
Hey, good boy.
Jenny's saying, did you have your magnifying glasses on, Dave?
Little schmeckle.
Thank you for the entertainment. Off to the pub. See you again next week. Thank you very much.
See you next week.
Have a pint. Have a pint for me.
Yeah, and have a dry roasted salted peanuts for me.
Oh yeah. Oh, honey roasted. Honey roasted.
Yeah. You better believe it, Mandingo.
You better believe it.
Right.
I hope nobody didn't think it was a firefly. Hope you burst the blow up doll. Everyone's reality doesn't get views anymore. It's the land of smoke and mirrors. Yeah. Clickbait.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. They thought my hamster was a Jedi. How's Holly, James?
She's good.
There she is. Look at her.
She's just looking after the dog.
Oh, good girl.
Can you tell the best of mates?
Yeah. Holly, I wouldn't do that. You don't know what it is.
The dog toy. Don't you be so revolting.
Who's dogs? It stressed me out. That's the thing. It does stress you out. Like James is better at dealing with refunds and returns better than I am. It's got to be one of the worst parts of it.
You make it. I just see it as part and parcel of what it is and just move on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I'm all right once I get over it. The initial fact. It's no good being negative yourself. No, definitely not. It's hard enough without doing it to yourself. Yeah. Very true. Back on eBay yet, Polky? I don't think he is. Not yet.
I think the reality is that, and I think the point I would make to anyone is just do what's best for you. And I mean that in all points of life at the end of the day. One thing I'm learning as I'm getting older is that so many people will be quick to judge you and tell you that you're doing something right or wrong. I'm not saying everyone's negative because some people will have you back, but try not to believe that you need to find someone who's going to give you that guidance, and you just got to trust yourself and be prepared. And as long as you're doing that in all walks of life, because I was a bit like with YouTube. I did a lot of YouTube videos, and I got criticism, and I was like, am I doing something wrong? And I think the issue is if you put yourself on a public platform, I don't think there's anyone in the world that someone could do something apart from obviously Richard, where everyone's going to agree and go, 100%. So I just think, just make sure whatever you're doing, you're happy with.
Yeah, Tommy's saying the people who believe the YouTubers are the first to be crying because they are running a business based on the YouTuber they never met. I'm sure Bezos learned to run Amazon off YouTube. He probably did. He probably did. I'd like to have learned how to do that. I'd like to have invented Amazon. God, what a thing.
As I said, I just think as long as you're happy doing what you're doing, I think the only caveat to that as well is be aware of, obviously, as an adult, that, for instance, if you said, if I said to you in a year's time, really love doing YouTube, I want to do it full time.
Yeah.
And I've got 1,000 subscribers and I'm getting 200 views per video.
Like me.
I expect you as a mate. No, but hear me out here. And I said, that's what I want as my full-time income. I'd expect you as a mate to go to me and go, but are you sure, mate? Because what are you earning from that? How much are you going to earn a month?
Yeah.
Is that what Carolyn wants? Are you sure that's going to be enough to cover you the fuel for Holly? Is that going to be sustainable? And I think surround yourself, not necessarily by, I forget all this rubbish about, surround yourself by the greatest people in the world. I mean, surround yourself by people who are just going to be honest to you.
Yeah. Because
sometimes you just want people to cut the BS and go, but are you sure? Because the impact on you doing that is that going to be sustainable? Are you going to be able to guarantee that? What's the plan?
100%, James. I'm noticing that lately as I get older with everyday stuff, like it affects me and my family and it's negative, I just erase it and stay clear. Definitely. That's what you got to do.
100%.
Seriously, think about that and let it sink in. People literally watch a YouTube, but it shows 10% at their best of business, at best of their business. Viewers start a business and run it off. Yeah, a lot of people do. I'm sure a lot of people do. You know, when I did it, I'd never even watched a YouTuber when I started reselling. I've been on eBay since 2003, and you know, sitting at home, I saw a couple of videos, and I thought, oh, I've got loads of stuff like that sat around. You know, someone was saying sell your stuff that you got indoors, and like I thought for extra money, and I thought, well, that's a good idea. And then I started selling the stuff I had indoors, and then I thought, oh, that stuff. I know I can buy the same sort of similar stuff at charity shops. So like then you start looking onto YouTube, but I'd already got into it. It wasn't a YouTuber that made me get into it. You know, I just started selling my own stuff basically. But yeah, I definitely get what you're saying, Tommy. A good video should be entertaining, informative, and have an arc. Set the scene, tell the story, wrap it up. And nudity, Stu says.
Yeah, I'd agree with more Stu's comment than Dave's there.
Yeah, definitely.
A good video should just have nudity.
Yeah, just naked, just loads of naked.
I get Dave's trying to come from a professional angle, but Stu's coming in from my angle.
Yeah,
Generally,
exactly.
videos will probably be my favourite. I'd agree with that, Stu. As someone who occasionally watches them videos on a daily basis.
Occasionally on a daily basis. Oh dear.
I've become what they call a connoisseur of these videos.
Yeah, a connoisseur.
Yeah, exactly.
YouTube wants to fact check things that mean nothing, like politics, but will let channels destroy people's livelihoods because of lies and deceit. Yeah, and it's ridiculous. I mean, like it's just a funny old thing, YouTube. I think you've got to have thick skin to do YouTube. You've got to be able to take criticism and nasty comments, and you know, there's no point in doing it if you're not going to enjoy it. If you're just doing it for the money, don't do it. Don't bother. You got to enjoy it. But like I've always been honest. I've always been upfront. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve and told it as it is. And that's the only way for me. That's the only way. I'm not into all that fake stuff or like saying I've sold this for £1 million, and I'm not into all that. Really not into all that. I 100% say it how it is. I don't try and big myself up or tell lies about things. There's no point. No point.
No, it's quite easy to go and have a look at the old what's sold recently, go against people.
Yeah.
I just no.
90% of our YouTubers in America don't make a living off reselling. They do enough just to make videos, then rely on viewers for the rest. That's it. A lot of them get to a certain size and then they just it's all about the videos. It's not about the actual reselling.
Yeah, I get that.
Content creators will create content that generates views. There's no point in doing it otherwise. It's down to the individual to have a well-tuned bullshit filter. Yeah. Yeah. Holly Bobs. But yeah, so yeah, some good points there. Definitely some good points. But you know, I say it's all down to you. I'm a pretty good judge of character. So like I can pretty much pick out the ones that are full of it and the ones that aren't. Which is nice. It's nice. And I'm not, you know, you choose to watch what you watch, don't you? People choose to watch the fakes, then what a waste of time. What a waste of time. Yeah, bye, Lynn. Lots of love.
Say bye, Lynn.
Bye, Lynn. Bye, Lynn. Bye, Lynn. Bye.
Violin? We're not buying a violin.
Yeah, no, some just really good points tonight. That was a good chat. That really good. So, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Because it's getting, even though I've got a heater down here, it is getting a little bit cold now.
Beautiful, I'm warm here.
Oh, I bet you are. Yeah, I'm down in the shed down the garden with a little heater by my feet. So
don't forget, 6 years, every 6 years, get your teeth done.
Exactly. Yeah, go and visit the dentist every 6 years, guys. But yeah, so thank you, everyone that's been
Don't
in.
forget, if you haven't already, just hit that little like button. It helps his channel reach out, gets there. Honestly, just wiggle it. Just wiggle your thumb on it and go. Boo, boo. Appreciate
Night, Tommy. Thanks for popping in, mate. Always appreciate you coming in. Off to start a painting. Stu's doing. Have you seen Stu's paintings?
No.
He's doing some amazing painting, mate. Honestly, really, really good. Good night,
What's that?
Elaine. Yeah, really good.
What's that hold?
Night, Rich. Happy sales, everyone. Night, James and Sarah. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you being here with us again on Saturday. Look at it. Look, James has got fireworks. Thank you very much, Paul Key. Thank you to everybody. Love to you all. If you're reselling, smash it. Whatever you're doing for a job, go out and smash it this week, next week, should I say. And have a fantastic rest of your weekend.
That's how winning is done.
And we'll see you next Saturday. See you later. Bye.
You're lucky.